Hello, my name is Cassandra Bright, and I'm here today. I wanted to take on an opportunity to introduce holistic healing. And I have not done any studying around it. I'm just talking off the cuff based on my education and my experience in the dental field, in the hospital, and all the other areas of my life of education. I have a lot of information naturally to share with those of you who have diseases. All diseases stem from bacteria. Not only do they stem from bacteria, but the bacteria have thought patterns and experience feelings. What does that mean for you is that when you feel toxic from a toxic individual on the outside, the bacteria attacks you because they don't like the energy that you are portraying out. Giving you an example of how cancer works is an emotional energy experience. So with that for a moment, if you're dealing with an experience with your mother who is an evil witch and you develop breast cancer, or you're an evil mother and you have a child that you don't get along with and you experience breast cancer, it's the mother womb. The mother wound. So if you're able to dissect that energy before you can get cancer, then you'll be able to dissolve that emotion. You'll be able to dissolve the emotion that becomes the energy that causes alterations of the cellular level that causes the breast cancer. Now consider that with holistic healing. Consider that when you are experiencing an emotional state of mind, you have not had the tools to educate yourself, to advance yourself, to dissipate the energy. Not to mention you don't have any physical activity of a practice such as yoga, qigong, walking, exercise, all of which are ways to dissipate stuck energy through twisting. Also holistic. Holistic as a mechanism of preventative care using natural homeopathic ways of living. Natural. Homeopathic is natural. Comes from the earth, which is exactly what doTERRA represents. From the earth is what it means. Meaning any foreign substance that comes in contact with your body, this is permeable. So if you touch chemicals like bleach on the skin, it seeps into the body and melts. And then your body has to go through a reparation phase to repair the damage in a total body experience. I once had what was that? I forget. I had something on my finger. An infection on my finger from a blister of some sort, but I can't remember how I got it. That's how disconnected I am from past illnesses, which is what you want to do when you holistically heal from an illness. However, most of you like to attach to your cancer as if it belongs to you, which then invites it to you to continue as your cancer. When I had cancer, when I had cancer, when I had cancer becomes you're the cancer. Yeah, I had cancer, so what? I had cancer. I used frankincense. I coughed up the cancer. I said, oh, look, there's the cancer. Noting that cancer is accentuated as a big deal if it's this big or if it's this big. How do I know it was cancer? God told me it was cancer. Frankincense, yoga, holistic healing, marijuana. However, my case is separate and different and distinct to me. You're an individual and yours is different also. Meaning I was experiencing a deep, deep, deep phase of disempowerment, and that is another reason how I know that I had it, because I developed it within a 3-year period. Plus, I was smoking inappropriately. However, I had tools to operate. I also did not connect to the illness as if I wanted it, which is what is promoted on the media. Ooh, as Biden says, we haven't diagnosed enough cancer this year, everyone. Go get your cancer tests. Go get your cancer test because we have not had enough diagnoses of cancer this year. It's on a speech I promoted to show you his evidence of what the government is actually up to. We all know that chemotherapy is poison. However, we still put it in our bodies, telling us that it will kill the cancer. And then we say, let's cure cancer and give tons of money to the cancer researchers and the cancer organization so somebody can have a job. And then someone who had cancer can be attached to the cancer. So let's have a bunch of people come together and walk for cancer. As your government tells you you need chemo. And just create more medicine after medicine after medicine after medicine after medicine, instead of taking a look at a new perspective on how to evolve us as an evolution to a more holistic healing approach, as in Wayne Dyer did it. The Gerson method. Fruits, juices, clean eating, healing emotionally, coffee enemas, holistic healing. Now, don't forget to add in the physician who tells you it's a type 1, type 2, type 3, type 4, who then gives you the fear game of, I'm going to die, which then accentuates the cancer. Versus preventing cancer by having a pathway and a tool to prevent illness, having a pathway and a preventive way to prevent high blood pressure. However, the occurrence is let's sell more crap food through advertisements and color so the rich people can get rich, which we saw last night in the photo I posted with me and Gary at the party. Well, what kind of manipulation can we put upon these people to make more money off of them? We don't care. Oh, but I care so much. Here's some money philanthropy. Not grounded in any form of education around a normal life. Noting that the number one priority, and it's been like this for a long time, is how you're going to grow your business. Not how you're going to self and professional development yourself in growth, like the 17 laws of success, but how am I going to grow my business? A number one topic across the globe to include plastic bottles in the millions and the billions entering into our trash dumps without the desire to recycle because they say it's too expensive. All made up. All made up, isn't it? Oh, but the earth isn't important. However, we're holistically healing here. Another catastrophe upon holistic healing is the fact that as a collective consciousness, we're all walking on the earth with toxic vibrations that are causing and reaping havoc on the planet Earth to vibrate horrifically to create that collective consciousness of illness. A promotion given to you by the Obama administration through the COVID-19 virus. However, you will all deny this. But it's right in front of your face, and it's common sense when Donald Trump is standing at the microphone and an audience of 50 news reporters is not concerned about the people of America. They're more concerned about some made-up version of corruption that they made up for publicity for the newspaper. Not to mention that lack of knowledge around a disease caused by humans, known as Wuhan lab, associated with Fauci, an American, and it's never been seen before, and you want answers now. However, you're not really interested in the answers because you're not going to get COVID. You just want to bully the person who's attempting to find the answers, which generally slows the process down of creating a peaceful existence for us as we are in fear of our lives. However, you make 6 figures, so it's no big deal. Holistic healing. A version of holistic healing is speaking straight and speaking to the truth. Because bottling up your emotions causes cancer. And I'm not talking about going to see a therapist who loves to fuel your same story every week, never coming up with a solution except for asking the same questions every single time and then regurgitating the same answers they got from a textbook. It's almost like this. Inward, 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 discussion, inward. That's a therapist. Transformational work, external, out, 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 out. Give it to the source. See, a therapist is a rise to power, especially when you take a look at this millennial generation who claims that they're therapists. A complete disaster of the medical community to abuse dentists through the insurance companies. However, the point of that is to let you know that the bacteria is entered through the body through eating food. Everything you touch has bacteria on it. Everything has bacteria on it. Eating the food, drinking the water, bacteria in the mouth. Bleed in the mouth, pockets around the teeth, permeable. Permeable means moves through. Blood, circulatory system, whole body. Common sense. Bacteria, bleed in the mouth, periodontal disease, bleed in the mouth, whole body, moves through the whole body, crosses the heart, heart attack. And you just wait until you get the clumps of calculus and what kind of bacteria that's got going on. Because if you got bacteria above the gum line, it's bad, but it ain't as bad as calculus, which is the barnacles on the side of a boat looking stuff that's underneath the gums that likes to fester and cause your high blood pressure, that causes your diabetes concerns, that causes all these other ailments like arthritis. The path of least resistance. Why do you pre-medicate for a hip and knee replacement? Most of you don't even know why you take 400 or 500 milligrams of amoxicillin prior to going to your dentist if you've had a hip replacement or a knee replacement, do you? You just do it because someone tells you to. The reason why you pre-medicate is to prevent infection, because the bacteria goes to the path of least resistance, which means it finds that jagged edge of a foreign object, latches on, causes inflammation with potential to lose the artifact. Oh, so you can take it an hour prior, but you can also take it an hour after. And so there's no reason why you should leave the office without getting your teeth cleaned unless the dental hygienist is lazy and doesn't feel like it. In the old days, it was an uncertainty based on a fear factor game that they were playing with us. However, now we know for sure that you'll be fine. However, we don't take the precautionary tale, especially when you have periodontal disease and an abundance of illness on your chart. Not to mention the fact that we do not want to be giving out amoxicillin or any kind of antibiotic just for fun. It will hinder your process for fighting bacteria on your own if the bacteria decides to mutate, not somebody else. Your ability. Holistic healing is flossing your teeth, brushing your teeth, preventative care. Holistic healing is eating a healthy, nutritious diet with very or none red meat. I have a long list, which I'll go into at another time, of the Edgar Cayce diet, where he talks where you don't want to have, is it oatmeal? No, it's eggs and coffee together at a sitting. However, 100% of you, when you have eggs, you have coffee because it's breakfast. However, we all do it, which causes inflammation in the body. Did you know that dates and cornmeal and what's the other thing? It's not prunes. Is mummy food, and it can actually slow the process of aging? And it came to Edgar Cayce in a reading during his trance. I can't remember the third ingredients for a purpose, because I'm going to be creating a bar that you can open and eat. Holistic healing includes yoga, meditation, qigong, herbs, meaning if someone is teaching you herbs, they better have an education in health and wellness, not just spouting off bullcrap, because this is some serious stuff here. Essential oils can give you hives if used out of context and in abundance. That tells you how potent an essential oil is. The same thing goes for, what is that stuff called? Y'all love to eat it. It tastes disgusting. Starts with a K. Kombucha. Kombucha. Don't think you're supposed to be eating kombucha all the time. I can tell you that much, because I broke out into hives from that once too. However, you've put it in a jar and made it sellable to the masses, and then the yoga community thought it made him give him a buzz, and so now it's on the shelves for sale. Castor oil is holistic healing. The castor oil packs is holistic healing. All preventative care, but guess what? The castor oil, that's actually post-care, meaning if you're constipated or you have other ailments, you would do a castor oil pack when you find out you're sick. The difference between holistic healing and medicine healing is that it takes a little longer to really take effect. However, the mentality around holistic healing is that it doesn't work. which becomes a collective consciousness around holistic healing, which hinders the growth of holistic healing, which is actually the best way to holistic heal. When you're injured in a accident, obviously you need medical care. When you have a bacterial infection that is challenging to use and you've used all your essential oils up, you need an antibiotic. However, the ability to access pharmacology at this time is so potent and disgusting as an example of big pharma creating money that has hindered your health beyond your own knowledge. Numb to everything from muscle relaxers to high blood pressure medicine to cholesterol medicine and more, creating side effects longer than a novel, and then more drugs to alter the side effects. Chiropractic work, holistic healing. Massage, holistic healing, depending on the massage, because your massage therapist might be a narcissistic psychotic. However, as I speak in holistic tones, I don't talk like your normal holistic healer, do I? Because normally they talk like this. And then that is not how I go into battle when I battle your bacteria. You want to get that one. That when you come into my chair and you sit down and I'm discussing with you what periodontal disease is that I'm in a battle and I have compassion for you, but I'm going to battle that bacteria and we're going to battle it together because you're going to do the work. And that's how it works. And those are just a few of the ways that holistic healing can heal your life, heal your body. My battery on my phone is currently starting to diminish, so I will now be turning this off and going over and making some essential oil videos, and I'm going to be making them here on YouTube. Thanks so much for listening, as always. Thanks for being open. Thanks for being mindful. Thanks for getting curious. Thanks for not being judgmental, because it's a lot easier to have real discussions with people who are up to big things. Okie dokie.